Welcome to the Bright Lights Podcast, presented by Clovercrest Media Group. So things were going pretty great in that episode. Automar's getting us all caught up to speed on the Class M playoff during the quarterfinals. The last thing we got from you was that Cater Tech had a pretty big win, and that was where we got cut off. So
it was crazy. It was just like a blackout. It was like, meow.
Yeah. So remind us how Cater Tech did. Who did Cater Tech beat?
No. Actually, what I was gonna say is they fell to number 30 Ram, man, and they were the higher seed, and which I thought they were gonna go far. Like they don't give a lot of respect to technical schools, which I think they should, but I thought they were gonna be the one to get over the hump, and Ram got a 55-42 win over them, and but shout out Kano Tech and shout out Ram for the upset. So I can't hate on that, you know. Go Raptors. So we got next we got number 19 Amistad Academy, which had a 49-28 win over the Weaver Beavers out of Hartford.
Weaver.
Yeah, Weaver. And Weaver usually has very strong teams, you know. So, you know, knowing they're going out in the first round, but still shout out to Weaver. Next we got number 6 Suffield with a 47-34 win over Daniel Han. And next, we have number 11 North Haven, which had a big win over Killingly, number 22, 50-41. So, with that retrospect, a quick synopsis of my top players out of Class M. I got Faith Doyle out of Foreign Milford. Maeve starting a quick guard out of Northwest Catholic West Hartford. We got Hannah Kozik out of Ellington. Emily Ferrigno out of Bacon Academy, and the sophomore sensation Maggie Dykes out of Ledger. So that's Class M, guys, and we're gonna take you guys to Class M, where the team with the longest streak in the state. I got it wrong. I thought it was like 26, but they actually won, I think, 45 in a row, and they're the East Hampton Bell Ringers. Amazing team, defending Class M champion. And they have the first round, first seed, first bye. And they will be playing the number 17 Seymour Wildcats, which beat the Plainfield Panthers 59-49. Next, we got Morgan down by the shoreline, the Huskies, number 8 seed. They also had a first round bye. And they're going to be playing Cove Cathedral, which had a major win, 70-16 over International Aerospace.
A little bit of a mismatch here.
Yeah. Cole's a little bit more seasoned than International, but still, you got to respect International Aerospace for making the state playoffs as well. Next, we got the tech schools. They don't get no love. So I'm going to give Wilcox Tech some love because in my eyes, I don't know, but in my eyes, I feel like they made history. And they're going to be playing.
Bro, I'm from Meriden. Believe me, Wilcox Tech doesn't have a whole lot to write home about. It's nice to see them doing
that's
something.
what I'm saying, man.
Proud of them.
So, like, shout out Wilcox Tech. And they're going to be playing in the first round. Number 13, Haddam Killingworth, which had a 66-17 win over number 20, Montville, as the 13th seed. One of my favorites in Class M, Wyndham, the Whippets, with the first round bye, and they will be playing the number 21st seed Woodland Hawks, which had a 39-23 win over Stonington. Stonington was one of my my dark horse picks. They have a great team. It's just they couldn't get over that hump, you know. So shout out to both teams, but Woodlawn came through with the first round win. Number 2, St. Paul Catholic, with the first round bye, and they will be playing the number 15 Immaculate Danbury Mustangs, which had a big win over Lewis Mills, 59-38. Next, we got number 7 Granby Memorial, which had a first round bye, and they will be playing the number 10 Ansonia Chargers, which had a big win, 60-42 over Walcott, which was the 23 seed. Next, we have the Oxford Wolverines. small school, relatively new, but on the rise. Very, very, very well balanced team, and they will be playing the number 19 seed Comp Sci Eagles. Shout out to the CRAL, to a lot of the Craig schools and the Magnet schools in the Hartford area. I believe they're out of Enfield, and they got the big win over Wyndham Tech, 32-29. So going to the second round, we got number 1 East Hampton 55, number 17 Seymour
Handily.
29. Yeah. Number 8 Morgan 51. They lost to Cope Cathedral 61. So 61-51, which was a great game. Cope Cathedral made the state championship in Class S last year, so I'm really looking for them to make some more noise. Shout out Wilcox Tech, was the first in my eyes
Love it.
I seen that won a state tournament game from a technical school, a small technical school, a big win, 63-58 in double overtime over Haddam Killingworth.
Oh, what a
Let's
game.
go. Let's go.
Yeah, I
Let's
love that.
go. So we got they're gonna be playing the number 5 Wyndham Whippets, which had a big win, 52-35 over Woodlawn Regional. Next, we have number 2 St. Paul 57 over Immaculate 47, and number 7 Granby over 10 Ansonia 51-46, which leads to St. Paul and Granby playing in the quarterfinal matchup. And we have number 3 Oxford with a big win over Comp Sci 73-28, and they're going to be playing number 6 seed Northwestern, which had a big win over 11 seed Platte Tech 63-34. So there you have it. We got the Class M scores. So we're going to give you the Class M players. And we're going to start off with Liana Salomon of East Hampton, the defending Class M champion, 46 in a row. Have fun stopping them. And she's the ace. She's the ace Boone Coon of the team. They're called the Bell Ringers. That's a cool name. It doesn't get no cooler than that, you know.
No, it
So
doesn't.
shout out East Hampton. And we got Audrey Tice, the senior guard out of St. Paul, Bristol. We have Maddie Topa, a recent 1,000-point scorer out of Northwestern Regional. Haley Flores, the jet guard out of Wyndham. And Alyssa Bordonado, Granby's all-time girl scoring leader out of Granby Memorial. So that's Class M, you know. And last but not least, we're gonna give you Class S. So Class S, it starts off with the number 1 seed, Innovation. Shout out my aunt Kendall, his daughter. She plays for Innovation, a great team this year. They won the CRAL conference championship, so they got the first round bye. And they're going to be playing Coggins Regional out of Durham. A big win over Housatonic Regional, 46-45. It was a nail
Wow.
biter. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
nail biter.
Absolute, absolute. And
Little momentum swinger maybe
yeah,
for Coggins.
yeah, and it was back and forth the whole game, and like Coggins pulled through in the last couple of minutes. So I mean, hey, it was kind of like an even Steven game, and it was kind of like gonna come down who's gonna execute, and that just happened to be Coggins. So shout out Coggins, and they're gonna be playing number 1 Innovation in the first round, and next we get to number 8 Bolton, which had a big win over Sports Science Academy, 62-31. Next we have East Windsor with Bailey Winner.
Bailey Winner, the best
Mrs.
name
Three
in the
herself.
sport.
Yeah, right. And they're gonna be playing Bolton in the second round, and they had a big win over Tortolet 44-30. Next we have number 4 Summers with a big win over Cheney Tech, the 29th seed, 61-21. Next we have number 13 Coventry, which had a big win over Parish Hill, 52-29. And next we have number 5 Gilbert Winstead with a big win over number 28 Old Lyme, 58-29. Um, Next we have Classical Magnet out of Hartford, and they beat Norwich Tech. Shout out Norwich Tech, 50-36, and that leads to number 2 Thomaston, the Golden Bears, which received a first round bye. and they're going to be playing number 15 North Brantford, which had a 74-47 win over the number 18 Windsor Lock Raiders. Next, we have Old Saybrook with the big win over Terryville, 62-37, and they're going to be playing number 10 Lyman Hall, which had a very big win over Capital Prep Hartford, 43-28. Um, we have Ellis Tech. Shout out to the Tech schools out of Danielson, first round bye, and they're going to be playing number 19 Canton, which had a 59-41 win over Wright Tech Stanford. Next, we have my favorite in Class S, number 6 East Catholic, big win over Hal Ray Moodis, 70-32, and they're going to be playing number 11 St. Bernard, which had a close win over number 22 East Granby, 40-36. So we're going to get on to the quarterfinal matchups. The quarterfinal matchups starting off with Innovation.
Uh-oh.
The upset city. They bit the dust versus Coggin Regional 38-34. Still had an amazing season. I'm a young team, so I'm looking for Innovation to come back next year. But Coggin roll on. And we got Bolton with a big win over East Windsor. But shout out Bailey Winner, even though she didn't get the win, 48-28. And we have number 4 Summers, a 51-36 win over Coventry. Coventry's usually a great team this year. They went through a little bumps in the road, but hey, they made the second round, so I'm looking forward to them to getting back and off with Summers, one of my final 4 picks. So shout out to Summers and shout out Coventry. Next, we have number 5, Gilbert, with a big win over Classical Magnet, number 12 seed, 78-51. Next, we have Thomaston, one of my other Final Four picks, a big win over number 15, North Brantford, 61-45. And next, we have Lyman Hall that pulls off the upset, 39-35 over Old Saybrook. I actually watched like both teams play this year, and like Old Saybrook, they got a little bit of size, but I felt Lyman had a little bit more of the speed, so I guess that's what really prevailed. So next we have uh Ellis Tech. Shout out to the Tech schools. They got a big L versus Canton with a big win, 57-19, man. And
The wheels fell off the bus.
yeah. Oh gosh, the wheels on the bus didn't go round on that one, but
Oh boy, Ellis
like
Tech.
shout out to Ellis Tech though. Hey, I had a great season. So we got East Catholic with a big win over St. Bernard, 66-43. And that leads to the quarterfinals, which is being played as we speak. We have number 16 Cogginchog Regional at the Bolton Bulldogs, which is going to be a great game. My pick is Bolton, but I'm feeling it's going to be close. Next, we have an awesome game with Emily Arrell from Gilbert versus Eliana Wood from Summers. Number 4 versus number 5 seed. A great small school game. If you're in the area of Summers, go check it out. We have Thomaston playing number 10 Lyman Memorial. Lyman Memorial is fairly new to the quarterfinals, but maybe they could pull off an upset versus Thomaston. And we have number 19 Canton versus number 6 East Catholic. East Catholic, they're doing damage to Class S, man, and I'm looking for them. That's my pick for Class S, the state champion this year. So um, let's see how this pans out. That was Class S. I'm gonna get into the top players. The first of my top players is Uriel Afowakwa Abrakwa from East Catholic. 6 foot center. She's averaging a double double, and she's unstoppable in the post.
It's a hard name to say, but everybody better learn it. You're going to be saying it a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's only a sophomore, man, so she got some
Yikes.
years to really do some damage, man. We have Eliana Wood out of Summers, scrappy guard, 1,000-point scorer. We have Nicole Decker, who's also 1,000-point scorer out of Thomaston. Very, very amazing guard, and Thomaston's a legendary program. Your favorite name, Bailey winner, Bailey winner, Bailey winner out of East Windsor. Amazing guard, a D1 prospect, and I'm looking for her to do great things in her last couple years at East Windsor. And we have Angelica Tompkins out of St. Bernard, a do-it-all guard, all conference guard, and she's a great focal point for the Saints. So that's my Class S picks, and that's the Class S tournament so far. That's the halfway point. Um, if you still want to tune with us for the semifinals and the state championships, you can go to the Bright Light CT1 at all social media outlets, and we're just really warming up. We got some surprise special guests coming. We got a lot of topics coming, and I just wanted to say, Joe, how do you feel? How do you feel about the CIAC season so far? Like,
I'll tell you what, it's been so much fun. It's been fun to follow along. I mean, some of these fantastic programs, we're seeing some new programs emerge. Some of the smaller ones having great success. You and
absolutely.
I both love seeing these tech schools kind of step up their game and compete with the big boys. And we've
Yeah, I'm all
seen a
for the tech
couple of
schools, man.
number ones fall at this point. It's listen, on paper, sometimes it looks like one team's dominant over the other, but there's a
Mhm.
reason they play the games, Mars.
Yeah, and that's why they have the March Madness, and you never know is that one game at a time, So like I look at it as in play your heart out, like whether you want to lose, you still showed up, you still gave your all, and there's always a get back in. It's a great time to be able to get back at those losses to tournament and win.
So quarterfinals tonight, going over the next couple of days. When's this final? When are the state championships going to be?
The
The
state
weekend?
champions. Yep, they're gonna be March 16th and March 17th at the Mohegan Sun Arena.
I love it.
Definitely looking to get some content and footage, and let's see what we could bring from there. Let's see what we can really bring to the table. So
Been a fantastic season so far. Awesome giving
yeah,
all these young ladies their proper due, their proper respect,
absolutely, as they
right?
should. Yeah, they well deserved respect, and to all the teams who are eliminated, who are still in. Thank you guys for being able to live out your opportunity to do something great and something that you're passionate about, and keep balling.
Keep
Definitely.
balling. That is definitely it. The Bright Light CT1. You could find that on Instagram. You can find us on
Every
Twitter. You can
every
find us
social media outlet
pretty
out
much
there.
pretty much everywhere. You can also
Yeah,
visit clevercrestmedia.com.
you know.
And again, listen, we're going to keep you right up to date right through the rest of the season. As Mars mentioned, we'll have some guests coming up in the next couple of episodes. But an exciting season drawing to a conclusion. This guy's the man,
Hey,
Mars. Just an amazing job you've done all season long. So,
hey, thank you,
uh,
Joe. Without you, there wouldn't be no me, man. So shout out to you for doing an amazing job as well. You're the multiple man. You're making it happen, Captain.
I love it. Well, I appreciate this. I appreciate you. What an exciting season. We'll be back in a couple of days. Let everybody know how the quarterfinals have turned out, how the championship matchups are. We'll be back in a couple of days. In the meantime, make sure you continue to check out the Bright Lights
The bright
podcast,
lights.
CT. For Jamar Smith, I am Joe McGuire. We will catch you next time on the Bright Lights podcast.
Welcome
Let's
to the
go.
Bright Lights Podcast, presented by Clovercrest Media Group.